Hey, this is Daryl Henry with the Insurance for Entrepreneurs YouTube channel, where I'm making videos for entrepreneurs like yourself about insurance, risk management, and business management topics. It's a it's a channel for entrepreneurs made by someone that likes to think he's an entrepreneur. All right, this video is how can contractors control workers' compensation costs? In my mind, it breaks down into two categories. One is good housekeeping practices, and then two, a strong insurance purchasing process. Everything falls in those two buckets. So the insurance purchasing process is something I talk about a lot. It's something that you typically lean on your broker to help you with, but it's how you approach the marketplace. And there's an art to that. There's a strategy to it that if you're not using, you're probably leaving dollars on the table. It's got a couple of components. One is you need to have a good cover letter, a good risk profile that you're sending to underwriters so that they can understand a few things, that they can understand your housekeeping practices. They understand what their opportunity is to win the deal, because that's really what gets underwriters engaged. I mean, if they just get an application from a broker and they have no idea how they're going to win, they don't tend to pick up the file. They don't tend to get all that interested. And what you want are interested underwriters that believe they have a chance to win and it's something they want to win. And then after that, it's analyzing what's available in the marketplace, taking feedback from underwriters to make yourself more appealing, and then maintaining relationships with those underwriters, and then staying out of the marketplace. So that's the insurance purchasing process. But then the other part of it is, how do you make yourself look appealing? What do those housekeeping practices look like? And really, what that boils down to is understanding in your business where bad things can happen and having strategies to make sure that they don't happen. And when they do happen, because bad things happen to good people, having strategies to make sure that it stays small. So ideas on that would be things like identifying risks within your business. Know what common claims look like. So if it's slip and falls, if it's ladders, make sure that you are teaching your people what that looks like and what they should be doing. It's things like making sure that you are hiring good people, that you have strong hiring practices, because at the end of the day, it's who you have on the job, not how they do the job. Make sure that you are getting the right people in the right position and they'll do the right job. But not every business has a good, well thought out strategy for how to bring people into the business that are going to be strong contributors. Make sure that you're giving people protective equipment to help them do their job. If they're on their knees a lot, knee pads. If they're going to be lifting a lot, belts. Or have strategies about good lifting. Make sure they're stretching. Things like that. Make sure you're equipping your people to do the job safely. And make sure you document all this, because you take this information, going back to the insurance purchasing process, this is all the stuff that you present to an underwriter that demonstrates, hey, I'm best in class. And then if somebody gets hurt, you got to think about, one, making sure that you report as quickly as possible. This is a mistake a lot of businesses make. The longer there is a delay between when someone gets hurt and when you tell the insurance company, the bigger that claim is going to be. There's a lot of documentation on it. Things get worse when they sit. So make sure you have good reporting processes, that if somebody gets hurt, even if it doesn't seem like it's all that bad at first, that you're getting the workers' compensation company involved as quickly as possible so they can help make sure that the claim stays small. And then if somebody does get hurt, because people do get hurt, having some type of return to work program so that they can get back on the job in some type of reduced capacity as quickly as possible, because that's going to reduce the amount of lost wages that are paid out. It's going to help people get back to work quicker. There's a lot of studies that say the longer somebody is out of the job, the less likely they are to come back. It's bad for them emotionally and spiritually to not be working. There's something really human about needing to work and needing to be productive. And so the longer they're out of the workforce, the harder it is to come back, which also means it's more expensive. It's more expensive for the insurance company, which means your workers' compensation policy is going to be more expensive. So if you can go back and document all these things, like document how you know what the claims are going to look like, what your strategies are to prevent it, what type of equipment you're having people wear, what your hiring practices look like, what your reporting procedures look like, and what your process looks like for getting people back into the workforce as quickly as possible, that's a really strong, compelling story for an underwriter. Now, there aren't necessarily discounts for each of these things. It's not like the underwriter is going to go say, hey, you got a return to work program, 10% discount. That's not exactly how it works. The way it does work is that you'll get more underwriters interested in your account, because if you're going to the right companies that say, yeah, we want to insure your type of business, but we want to insure the best ones, this is the story that makes them interested. All right, so now they're interested. That's great. What happens next? What do you do next? Well, once you have multiple interested companies, now there's competition. That's when you win. That's when you win the most, is when you have multiple companies competing for your business. Not brokers, companies. And what goes into that process is having great housekeeping practices and a way that you're going to tell that story to an underwriter so that you're getting multiple underwriters to the table. Hope that was helpful. If it was, please hit like and subscribe. It helps other people like you find my channel and helps me know what's resonating. So I'm Daryl Henry. This is the Insurance for Entrepreneurs YouTube channel.